All know that our topic is protein and muscles. Our guest speaker for today is that Mr. Shaurabh sir. He has comes with a vast experience in the field of biology. He is a NEET preparation expert and he's having around 15 years expert in education field. So he has also done research work in National University of Singapore, IIT Mumbai, and CDRI also. He has been part of some of the best institutions in India, like SRN University, StudyMate, Hindustan Times, and an academy. So we are lucky to have Saurabh sir with us. Saurabh sir, you please kindly start the session now.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so
thank
much.
you, thank you, Kiran. On behalf of BrainLinks, I just want to say a very good evening to all my dear students of India. Belongs to different location, and as Kiran informed my experience and all. So I am Saurabh Shukla, and welcome to BrainLinks session related to muscles and protein. And I am sure this session is like a value-added session, and my students will definitely enjoy this session. But yaad rahe, be ready for some important questions from my side and answers from your side. So are you all ready, Akshara, Ranjan?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, that's great. So first of all, I'm just sharing my screen. So please tell me my slide is visible or not. Akshara, my slide is visible. Ranjan?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So as discussed, today's important session topic is protein and muscles. And I know everyone is aware about these two topics. So first of all, my question is with Akshara Mishra. Akshara, according to you, child, what is actually a protein? Any rough idea from your side belongs to any rough idea from your side that how can we define this protein? As you know that human body is our body is blessed with protein, our body is blessed with muscles. So according to your knowledge, child, how can we define this protein? Anybody can answer. Ranjan, Akshara, question is open for all because this is like a value added session and this is like a national session also, so anybody can answer as per their knowledge. Okay, not an issue. Uh, Ranjan, Akshara, and all other students, I'm sure this slide is visible. Now, who will tell me, is there any specific answer you are observing in this slide? Let me check who will share the correct answer. There are two important images are available in this slide. And the question is, what is actually these structures? Who will define me? The first structure is quite different and the second image is quite different. Is there any relation? Is there any connect in between these two images, Akshara, Ranjan, and all other students?
Sir, can I speak?
Yes, Akshara, yes.
Sir, they both like whey protein and these meats and all. Sir, they both give us proteins and like you can say.
Very good. Both of these images are connected with protein. Excellent answer, Akshara. And you are absolutely correct, Ranjan and other students. You can also try. First image is related to a protein, but this is not a natural protein, right, students? The first whey protein inside a particular bottle-like structure. So first of all, this is not natural. You can say this is you can say one of the prepared protein in lab. This is one of the prepared protein in laboratory. This is one of the synthetic protein, but not natural. But vice versa, in the next image, you can directly say, sir, these are the natural proteins forms by which we can obtain the protein. Whatever the wheat, whatever the pulses, cereals, fruits, vegetables, sometimes, you can say the flesh also. So here the basic difference is the second structure, the second image belongs to the natural forms of proteins in the form of food products, but the first one is like a supplement. So can we say the first one belongs to the supplement protein, Akshara, Ranjan, yes or no?
Sir, what? Please repeat.
Yeah, can we say the first protein is one of the supplement protein for bodybuilders and all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, as you all know that so many bodybuilders are dependent on protein supplement, so we will discuss why this protein is required to bodybuilders. So now here the next important question is available in your screen. I'm just sharing one image and the question is, what is the perfect answer of this image? One bodybuilder is there and in front of his table the numbers of options are there, number of food options are there, like beans, fish, protein powder, tofu, eggs, beef, chicken. So what will be the perfect answer of this image? Yes.
Sir, can I answer, sir?
Yes, Siddharth. Anybody can answer. Yes.
Sir, that bodybuilder should eat the protein-rich foods only, sir.
Okay, now absolutely correct answer, Ruchi. As Siddharth is saying, this bodybuilder is dependent on the protein-rich food, and the protein-rich food is like beans, fish, protein powder, tofu, eggs, chicken, and beef. Number of examples are available in this, screen. Definitely. So, child, the perfect answer is, the correct answer is, this protein is important for our muscles. Whatever the normal body is there, whatever the like the bodybuilder is there, whatever the male body, or you can say female body, or children's body, protein is always important for our muscles. But now Saurabh sir's question is different, child. As you know, this session is about the protein, so my question is, what is a protein? Now anybody of this session, anybody can answer this question. What is actually a protein is?
Sir, can I speak?
Yes, Akshara.
So, like protein is like a highly complex substance, you can say, like
Okay.
that is present in every organism, living organism, like animals and plants and human bodies, you can say.
Okay.
And
So, yeah.
So
Yes,
I
yes,
heard
Akshara.
that.
Yeah.
I heard that protein was recognized by chemists in 19th century. He was Swedish scientist, which was named John Jacob Berzelius.
Very good. Excellent answer, Akshara. Very good,
Yeah,
child.
sir.
Very
And
good.
in 1838, he only named the word protein.
Okay. So, can we say, students, protein is one of the complex substance required for our body growth? Yes or no?
Sir.
No?
Yes, sir.
Protein, as Akshara said, ki, sir, this is one of the complex structure. Yes, definitely is one of the complex structure. And now this complex structure is required for our body growth. So without protein, we cannot expect our body activities. We cannot expect our muscles growth. We cannot expect our protein movement. We cannot expect our body muscles as well as the body movement also. Yes, so that is the correct answer shared by the Akshara. In fact, anybody can answer, like Ranjan, Srinithi, Chirag. Like protein is one of the complex structure required for the body growth, right, Chirag? Right. Now,
Yes, sir.
as discussed, like protein is one of the naturally occurring also, and nowadays there are numbers of factories are there, numbers of good industries are there, number of companies are there who are manufacturing the protein as a supplement also, right? So protein is one of the natural source also, and right now with the help of biotechnology we can produce a particular protein in our laboratory also, and then we can commercialize this substance in all over the market as per the requirement. Right, child? So here the answer is, the protein is a naturally occurring, extremely complex substance. Complex means it's like not a simple structure. Number of components are available in this structure. We will discuss after a few minutes. It consists of amino acid residues. So now there is one important question, child. Ki what will be the building block of this structure protein? Building block. Building block means, like for example, we are living in our house, we are living in our flat, we are living in our koti structure also. So your koti, your flat, your house is made up of a fundamental building block called as brick. Can we expect our house without any brick? Yes or no?
No, yes, no, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah, because our house is made up of brick. We cannot predict our flat without any brick. So here also, we cannot assume, we cannot determine, we cannot understand any protein if we are unable to study about a building block. So child, the question is building block of protein. So building block of protein, the correct answer is amino acid. Very important question for class 6th standard, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and for 11, 12 students also. The building block of protein is the amino acid. So all types of proteins are naturally made up of amino acid. So again, one question, quick recap. The protein is one of the complex structure, and this protein is made up of one particular residue. So what will be the name of that building block? Answer?
Amino acid.
The amino
acid. Perfect. Amino acid. So all types of proteins are made up of amino acid. Correct. So now here one video is there. Watch this
Smile
video
and
carefully and be
learn.
ready for questions.
Do you know what proteins do for the body? Which food contains proteins? Let's find out. What are they?
Students, be ready for this question. At the end of this video, I will ask few questions. So watch this video carefully, right? Yeah, just a sec.
Smile and learn.
Do you know what proteins do for the body? Which food contains proteins? Let's find out. What are they? Proteins are nutrients that make up the tissues of our body, like muscles or bones, for example. Also, proteins transport some vitamins and boost our immune system. Types of proteins. There are animal proteins and vegetable proteins. Animal proteins are found in food sources like meat, fish, eggs, milk, or dairy products like yogurt or cheese. Vegetable proteins are found mainly in legumes like chickpeas, lentils, or beans, among others. Quinoa, seeds, and nuts also contain proteins. What do proteins provide us with? Proteins help us grow and stay healthy. Remember that a healthy eating plan should consist of different types of foods. That's why our protein intake should come from both vegetable and animal sources. Consuming plant-based foods provides us with other nutrients like vitamins and minerals, while animal-based foods provide us with some of the minerals we need, and also with fats. Let's see which foods you could eat to include protein in your diet. Protein-rich dishes. Legume salads or chickpea hummus are vegetable protein dishes. Roast meat or eggs also contain protein. But remember to include other nutrients like carbohydrates or vegetables as side dishes in your diet. As you have seen, there are many protein-rich foods that can keep us healthy and strong. See you soon!
Yeah. So students, I'm sure you like this video. So question is, what is the conclusion of this video? Who will tell me the different forms of protein? Let me check.
Sir, I
Srinidhi,
can
Janvi.
tell.
Yes, anybody can answer. Yashita, Lohit, yeah, Janvi.
Sir, there are two types of proteins.
Yeah.
One is plant proteins and animal
Okay.
protein.
Okay. Okay, plant and animal protein. Excellent answer, child. Yes, Ranjan, Srinidhi, Akshara. The next
Sir,
one.
I can tell.
Yes, bache, yes.
So like I can tell like the whole video, like what we understood are only the types of proteins.
Okay. Types of protein, good.
So like what are proteins? So proteins are the nutrients that make up our body, and the types of proteins. So there are two types of proteins: animal proteins and vegetable proteins. Animal protein, we can find animal protein in meat, fish, eggs, yogurt, cheese, and we can find vegetable protein in chicken, beans, almonds, and etc.
Exactly. So that's why these are the different sources where the rich amount of protein is there. Right, Akshara, Ranjan, Srinidhi, Aditya, Janvi?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so these are all the sources. In fact, we will check again that which are the probable options of fruits and vegetables where rich amount of proteins are there. So here, bache, one important question is, can we say our muscles made up of proteins also? So answer is yes. You know, you have different types of muscles on which your locomotion is based on. And child, in your muscles also, numbers and varieties of proteins are there. So here, the one thing is important in this statement, human body is made up of almost entirely of protein. A huge segment of your body is made up of protein, and the answer is your muscles. Your cells have proteins, right? Your particular tissues have proteins. Your muscle cells have proteins. So protein is one of the main component of muscle. If anybody can answer, if anybody wants to write also, you can write. So protein is one of the main component of muscles, bones, organs, skin, and nails also. In fact, if we exclude this water concentration of your body, muscles are composed of around 80% of protein, child. So if you want to write, you can, that your muscles are composed of 80% of protein. And you know, the muscle protein, Chirag, you want to answer? Muscle protein, which type of muscle proteins are present in your body, in our body? Can anybody name these type of proteins? As we all know that human muscles and animal muscles have protein, but Saurabh sir's question is different. My question is, can somebody name that protein present in your muscle? Shriti, Ranjan, Akshara, Janvi, Aditya, Yashita, anybody can answer? Aditya? Yes, bache? Okay, no issue. Saurabh sir will tell. So child, muscle proteins are actin. You can write, bache, in your notebook also. Actin, myosin, troponin, and tropomyosin also. Tropomyosin. Because nowadays, you know, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th students are also preparing for Olympiads, national Olympiads. So for that Olympiads also, such type of questions are very important, right? So muscle proteins are actin, myosin, troponin, and tropomyosin. So Akshara, can you repeat this answer? Muscle proteins are?
The muscle proteins are actin, myosin, troposin, and tropomyosin.
Yes. So actin, myosin, troponin, and tropomyosin, bache. Okay, Ranjan, Srinidhi, Aditya, Janvi, Yashita.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Okay.
Okay, beta. So if you want to write, you can write these type of important answers, especially for your value-added session, especially for your, you know, like Olympiads also, especially for your entrance preparation also. So human muscle proteins are actin, myosin, troponin, and tropomyosin. Now, quick question from Saurabh sir. Quick question from BrainLink session by Saurabh sir. Like, how much percentage of protein present in your muscles? 20%?
80%.
Yeah,
80%.
80%. 80%. Okay, that's great. So you can, you know, like predict the human body muscles, the number of muscles are available in your body. So child, now one question is quite different now. My question is, in human body, how many types of muscles are there? As you know, without
Sir, two
muscles,
types.
Janvi is saying 2 types.
Bicep
Anybody?
and
Janvi is saying
biceps and triceps.
biceps and triceps. Great answer. Janvi is saying we have 2 types of muscles, biceps and triceps. But right now, child, this is another science session. This is another biology session. So anybody can answer? Please try. Answer galat hota hai, ho jane to, koi baat nahi bache. Your attempt is important for BrainLink session. Your attempt is important for Saurabh sir. So how many types of human body muscles we have? You know,
So I can tell.
yeah, Akshara.
So, like in my book, which I have learned, there are skeletal muscle, cardiac muscle, and smooth muscle.
Excellent answer. It's a correct answer, child. And
Okay, sir.
very important question, child. Very good, Akshara. So human muscles have 3 different types of answer. We all have 3 important types of muscles. One is skeletal muscle, also known as striated. We have smooth muscle, also known as non-striated. We are going to discuss what will be the difference in between striated and non-striated. And we have cardiac muscles also. So child, human muscles, human body have 3 different types of muscles. So names are, Srinidhi, Aditya, human body muscles names are skeletal, smooth, and cardiac. Right, Aditya? Right, Srinidhi?
Steel.
Yes. So we have skeletal, we have smooth, and we have cardiac. Now, one thing, student, is always important in biology, even in mathematics also. If we check carefully, answer is always in question. I'm giving you a hint for your life. Answer is always in question. For example, Saurabh sir is asking what is cardiac muscle and what will be the exact location of this cardiac muscle. So cardiac stands for human heart, right? We have cardiac muscles only present in our heart, right? So can we say cardiac muscles present in human heart? Statement will be true or false, students?
Yes, sir, true.
True. So, yes, very good, Yashita. Very good, Akshara, Srinidhi. So cardiac muscles have, but cardiac muscles have the nature to function heart. Your heart is capable to function. Why? Because heart is made up of cardiac muscles. Heart demands energy, heart demands protein, and such type of functions are regulated and controlled by cardiac muscles. In fact, as the name says, skeletal muscle, it is also called as striated. So now I'm just using my board work for better explanation. So now, child, the first one is, my board is visible, Srinti, Akshara, Janvi?
Yes,
my-
yes, sir.
Okay, beta. So first of all, the first one is skeletal. The first one is skeletal muscle, rich in proteins, child, definitely. So now, who will tell me? जिसने मेरा स्लाइड देखा होगा जल्दी से बता देगा. Skeletal muscle is also known as, another name is, skeletal muscle is also known as,
Striated.
yes,
striated
very good,
muscles.
Yashita, very good, student, sabash.
All
So striated.
voluntary muscles.
Yes, voluntary. So skeletal muscle is also known as striated muscle and also called as voluntary. Now, students are thinking and asking in the mind, what is the meaning of voluntary? Now, answers. What is the meaning of voluntary? Yashita, yes. Try it. Yes.
Sir, if on its own.
Okay, if possible, try to join this session with
Like
video on
the-
board also. So try to on your video, beta, so that interaction is quite easy for me also. So Sriniti, Akshara, Aditya, Yashita, join this session with video on board also, so that interaction is quite easy for Brainlink. So as the student said, voluntary, yes, who will define me? What is the meaning of voluntary? Because our skeletal muscle is also known as voluntary.
The muscles which work on their own.
Okay. Akshara is saying the muscles which works on their own. Aditya, you want to say answer? You want to ask something? Yeah. As Akshara said, muscles works on their own. Exactly. For example, this is like an activity. For example, Saurabh sir is doing this activity, right? So can we say this activity is voluntary or involuntary?
Voluntary, sir.
Voluntary. Why? Because this activity is controlled by myself, right? So anything which is controlled by our willpower called as voluntary. So any activity, any muscular movement of your body is controlled by your willpower. For example, boxing, right? Starting of boxing and stopping of this boxing, right? To declare the out, to declare the not out, right? To salute the country. So these are all the activities controlling by myself. These are all the activities regulated by my willpower, right? So can we say all these activities, my lecture presentation, my body activity, can we say these are all activities are voluntary? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. So, beta, please do remember, skeletal muscle is also called as voluntary in action. And this muscle is also known as striated. Why? Because huge amount of striations are there. I will tell you what is the exact meaning of this striation in science, especially in medical science, even in biology. So striations means presence of, and in fact, one thing is important, child, at the end of this session, Brainlink's team will provide a set of questions, like 7 to 8 questions they will provide, and be ready for that answers. Be ready for that questions, and you have to attempt that questions, and you have to provide your answers. On the basis of that, you will receive one certificate, neuron certificate also by Brainlink's team. So
in this meeting only we will answer those questions.
After this session, Akshara, when this session will be over, right? You have to solve that questions after that session over. The Brainlink team will provide you, right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So child, striated means the presence of striation. And what is the meaning of striation? Presence of light and dark band. I will show you with my figure also. Presence of light and dark band. Now, student, one question from Saurabh sir. What is the meaning of striation? What is the meaning of striation? Only present in this skeletal muscle in a huge amount. Who will tell me what is the meaning of striation? Aditya?
Presence of light and dark band.
Presence of light and dark band. For example, we have this type of muscle cell, students. And in this muscle cell, as you know, the cell is the building block of our body also. Your tissues are made up of your cells. And in this, suppose muscle cell, this is a like of band which I am showing here. Again, these are the bands. Again, alternatively, these are the bands. So all these bands which I had drawn are known as dark bands. So who will tell me where are the light bands now? If these are the dark bands, so where are the light bands?
Sir, that border is there, no, sir.
Sir,
So-
they are located in the middle of dark bands.
Very good, Janvi. Excellent, child. So these are the light bands. Excellent. In fact, my board color is black. So you can assume this light band, child. So these are the light bands. So light band, and alternatively, this one is the light band. Right, Janvi? Aditya? Akshara?
Yes, sir.
So skeletal
Yes,
muscle. Skeletal muscles have tremendous amount. You can say the huge amount of striations or bands are present. And that's why such type of skeletal muscle is called as striated or voluntary in nature. We can control these muscles by our willpower. For example, you're running, you're walking, you're sitting. These type of activities are controlling by your willpower. And all these activities are coordinated by the skeletal muscle, known as striated or voluntary muscles also. Right, beta? So skeletal muscles are always connected. You can write in your notebook also. Skeletal muscles are always connected with your bones, like your skeleton system. Okay, child? So your skeletal muscle is always connected with your bones. That's why your movement is possible. Right? Your locomotion and movement is possible with the help of this connection. Written? Shall I move ahead?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
now
sir.
there is one question, child. Let me check who will answer. The fastest finger first answer. I'm showing one diagram like this, and you have to recognize the type of muscle cell of your body. Who will identify this structure?
Sir, skeletal muscle.
Akshara is saying skeletal. No, Akshara, because skeletal muscle already we covered here.
Involuntary muscle.
Yashita, your voice is not here, child.
Sir,
Yeah.
smooth muscle, smooth muscle.
Smooth muscle. Okay. Why this one is smooth, beta? Any type of hint you are observing here? Why this is smooth? Because no striations are there, bache. So can we say smooth is also called as unstriated muscle? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, and also involuntary.
Also known as involuntary. Yes. So students, you can check here. Light and dark bands are not clearly visible. Right, Yashita, Janvi, Akshara, Ranjan,
Yes, sir.
Raditya, Sriniti, Ranjan, right? So you can clearly observe here. You can say like light and dark bands are clearly not visible. And if these bands are not visible, so you can say unstriated muscle. You can directly say, sir, these are the unstriated muscles. But yes, as Akshara said, these type of muscles are involuntary. What does it mean? Why these muscle cells
Sir,
are involuntary?
Sir, these these muscles, we say these are involuntary because like in skeletal, we said that like they work on their own. But
Yes.
these involuntary muscles, they work inside our body, like in hearts and you can say respiratory systems and all. They are found in those.
Absolutely correct. That's why, bache, your organ system, you can say the entire body organ systems are made up of involuntary muscles, like your intestines, your stomach, your liver, right? These type of organs have smooth muscles, involuntary in action and very important in function also, right, child? And the next one, the cardiac muscles, only present in your human heart, and that's why your circulation activity, your body organs demands oxygen, and that oxygen is supplied by the help of heart, because this is like a pumping organ of your body which pumps oxygen rich blood in your body tissues and organs. So as discussed, child, these are the differences for 3 marker and 5 marker questions in your school standard, even in the Olympiads also. So many important MCQs are possible with this context. So as discussed, striations are very prominent in voluntary in function, and cells are multi-nucleated. What does it mean? As you can write in examination also, nucleus is one of the brain of the cell. We discussed in the last braining session also. Nucleus is one of the controlling center of the cell. So all these cells are multi-nucleated, right, in skeletal. So kaun bacha batayega what is the meaning of multi-nucleated? As Saurabh sir said few minutes back, answer is always in question. So now question is open for all. What is the meaning of multi-nucleated? Akshara, Janvi, Ranjan, Aditya.
Sir, there are
Trinity, Kiran, yes? Yes, bache.
Sir, there are many cells present in the nucleus.
No, there is a little bit modification, child, in your answer. Multi means many, and nucleated means many nucleus, right, beta? So many nucleus in cell. In skeletal, or you can say in striated muscles, many nucleus, right, Yashita?
Yes, sir.
But in the case of non-striated, where we discussed that striations are absent or not visible, involuntary in functions, and cells are uninucleated. What does it mean? Uninucleated means
Only one
There is
nucleus in the
only
cell.
one nucleus.
very good, Ranjan. Only one nucleus. So I just want to salute the participation level of my students in this session, and good going, chat. Good going, very good. Cardiac muscles, child. Cardiac muscles where striations are faint. Faint means, bache, we cannot say that striations are absent. We cannot say striations are well defined, but we can say are very light in nature. So faint striations means, for example, we have a cardiac muscle cell where faint striations are there. We can't say that striations are absent, but we cannot say that striations are well defined in of the mid. So you can say that faint striations, these are the very light, faint nature based striations. Like light and dark bands are present, but faint in nature, right? Faint striations. Not so well defined, not so absent, but faint in nature. So, child, here, are you ready for this question? I'm sure Ranjan, Akshara, Yashita, Aditya, Janvi, everyone is ready for this question. Are you all ready or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, question is how protein is transported from food to your muscle.
Sir, by
For
the
example,
cells, blood cells.
but there is a condition of this question. First of all, I just want to see my students. So that's why interaction is quite easy. So on your video, bache. Now Janvi is visible. Janvi is visible. So question is now open for all my dear students. How protein is transported from food? For example, somebody is eating dal, right? And in that dal, the huge amount of protein is there. So my question is how that protein is transported from food to your muscle, because that protein is available in your food source. So what will be that activity where your muscles are obtaining that protein of that food? Yes.
Sir, through
True. Yes.
blood cells.
Good answer. Through. But after through kya hai?
Through blood cells, sir.
Through blood cells. You are very close to my answer, but not a complete answer. Janvi, can you please try, child? Akshara? Srinidhi, yes, you can try, beta. How protein is transported from food to your muscle? For example, your mama has given a particular food source, Srinidhi, and in that food, a huge amount of protein is there. So my question is, how that protein is transported from that food to your human muscle?
So,
Aditya?
like first I can say like I'm just like I don't know the actual answer.
Yeah, you
But
can try,
like
bacha.
you-
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can
sir,
try.
but you just taught us that from amino acids. So, like first we eat the protein food, and then it is transformed into amino acid or metabolized into amino acids. You can say, and then it is like from blood cells. You can say because they carry food and all energy, proteins. So from blood cells, so red blood cells, they go to the other parts of the body.
Very good, bache. Very good. Good try, Akshara. And 80% answer is totally correct, bache, given by you. Very good attempt, child. Yes. And the
Thank you,
correct
sir.
answer is, bache, correct answer is with the help of digestion. With the help of digestive process. With the help of digestive process, bache, your protein, your food protein is directly transported from food to a particular source, to the particular part of muscle. So with the help of a stepwise digestive process, amount of food in which protein is there getting digested, and then after digestion, with the help of your blood source, it is actually transported in your muscles. So child, one thing is important here. The answer is digestive process, and there are so many enzymes in your body. There are so many enzymes in your body, but there are certain enzymes required for proteins only. So enzymes, you can write in your notebook also, enzymes required to digest protein. So what's the name of that answer? So what's the name of this? For example, I'm just giving here. Yeah. So
Sir,
what
please
what is
repeat the question. Like
Yes,
what
bache.
you are saying.
Yeah. So enzymes, bache. Enzymes always required to digest protein, right, students? So what is the
Yes, sir.
correct answer of this question, that how protein is transported from food to the body? Answer is through digestive process. And what is the name of that agent which is actually required for the digestive process? So answer is enzyme, right, beta? So all enzymes are the proteins. Please write, all enzymes are also proteins, right? All enzymes are proteins but required to digest protein. All enzymes are proteins. And you know what is the actual name of that enzyme required for the digestion of proteins? Because in your body, huge amount of enzymes are there, but a respective enzyme is trypsin, and pepsin. Please write in your notebook. These are the two consecutive enzymes required for the digestion of proteins. Right, Janvi, Akshara, Yashita, Aditya?
Yes, sir.
So what is enzyme, child? What is the role of enzyme in your body? I'm sure after this session, my students are now comfortable with this topic.
It is required for digestion.
Okay, enzyme.
From the digest.
Okay, so these
Digest
enzymes are always required to digest protein. Now, can you please name two enzymes required for the protein digestion?
So trypsin and pepsin.
Very good. Trypsin and pepsin. Very good, beta. Trypsin and pepsin. Sabash. Now, as discussed, due to the stepwise digestion and with the help of enzymes, we are able to nourish, we are able to absorb that protein segment from our food, right, beta? Now, the next question, what are the sources of protein? A quick recap. Let me check how many students are giving the 100% concentration. What are the sources of proteins? Yeah.
From animals and plants.
Animals and plants. So sources of proteins are animals and plants. Any more example? Can you please expand or elaborate this answer? Akshara raised
Sir,
hand. Yes, yes.
Sir, from
A quick recap
animal
based
we
question.
get egg,
Okay, egg is one of the important source. Then
milk, cheese,
milk is one of the important answer. Yes, absolutely.
and some dairy products. And
Some dairy
from
products.
plants we get pulses, dal,
Pulses. Okay, pulses, dal, egg, milk.
cereal, fish.
Okay, fish, chicken, fish. Okay. So what are the sources of proteins? These are all the important answers. In a nutshell, in this collective image, you can thorough this answer. You can assume your answer like soybean, right? You can say nuts, lentils, hemp seeds, beans, as you know, legumes, tofu paneer, you know, soy milk, rich in protein, child. In fact, the flesh of kangaroo, Greek yogurt, eggs, milk, chicken, turkey, pork, in fact, beef, cottage cheese, lamb. Numbers of options are there available in both veg and non-veg products. So you can say the number of vegetables are also there. I will ask few questions more also after this. Like numbers of vegetables and number of fruits are also there where the rich amount of protein is there. But in this collective image, you can feel that in your daily lifestyle, you are already know. You can say that these type of products are available in your houses, but sometimes students are missing these products. They don't like certain products available in this. So child, especially, it's my humble request, at least prefer tofu paneer, prefer soybean, prefer nuts, prefer lentils and microproteins. At least prefer pulses and dal. So you can prefer soy milk, because these type of products are commonly available in our society, right? Especially in your houses also, these type of products are present. So prefer these supplements in your food and just feel the action. So these type of sources, these type of supplements are very, very important for your body activities and growth. And in fact, with this discussion, you are now aware that your muscles are always demanding. Your muscles have proteins, your muscles are made up of proteins. So they are always demanding, they are always hungry, they are always demanding for proteins. So with these type of sources, you can deliver a particular concentration of protein in your body. Right, beta? So are you ready for this next question? How many students are ready for this next question?
I'm ready, sir.
Okay, ready. So my next question is, what are the sources of protein-based fruits? From tomorrow, let me check. My students are now preferring these fruits, I'm sure. After this session, I'm sure all my students will prefer these fruits, because these fruits are now the sources of proteins. But who will tell me what are the sources of protein-based fruits? Yeah, Srinidhi, Akshara.
So I can tell.
Yeah, Janvi, anybody? Yeah, Akshara, you can.
Yeah, sir. So the avocado, guava, grapefruit, kiwi,
Yeah.
and oranges and like all the fruits which we eat, like oranges and lemons also, but they also provide us vitamin C and also provide us protein.
Okay, 5 stars from my side, Akshara. Great answer, great attempt. Yes, Janvi, you want to say answer? Janvi? Aditya, you want to answer, child? Srinidhi? As Akshara said, Akshara shared so many examples. So you want to answer?
Sir,
So
animal-based foods.
Yes, Aditya.
Animal-based foods, meat, protein, fish, eggs, dairy foods tend to be good sources of complete protein, while plant-based on fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, and seeds.
Okay, so Aditya, the question is, Aditya, actually question is, what are the sources of protein-based fruits? In which type of fruits protein is present? Janvi, you want to answer? Yes, Janvi. Yes, Janvi.
So guavas, avocados,
Apricot,
kiwi,
Yes, very good.
bananas.
So, yes, the number of students given the correct answer, absolutely correct, bache. Guava, avocado, apricot, blackberry, kiwi, and banana is one of the rich source of protein. And you can check here with this calculation. In guava, child, 2.5 grams protein is present in a bit amount. If we compare with a total of 100 grams, so out of 100 grams, 2.5 grams of protein you can directly intake from guava. From a single avocado, you can consume the 2 grams of particular protein, right? From apricot, you can directly consume from one apricot fruit, you can consume the 1.4 gram of protein. From a single source of blackberry, you can consume 1.4 grams of protein. Kiwi is one of the good source, so 1.2 gram of protein you can directly consume from kiwi. Banana, it's like a commonly available fruit in all over the India. So 1.1 gram of protein you can directly consume from one banana. So these are all the possible sources of good fruits where the rich amount of protein is there. So how many students are preferring banana, kiwi, blackberry? सबको पसंद है या बहुत से बच्चे नहीं खाते हैं?
sir, all sir.
So for my side, so guava, avocado, apricot,
Sir,
blackberry,
also.
kiwi are good. But
Okay.
sir, I personally don't prefer banana. Like banana is most of my I don't like banana.
So Akshara, from tomorrow you have to consume at least 2 bananas in 24 hours. Right, Akshara?
Sir, I'll try. If I don't vomit after eating banana, then I will absolutely
Okay, no
try.
issues. So Aditya, how many bananas you are eating on a daily basis?
Sir, 3 or 4, sir.
Oh, very good, great, bache. Aditya is consuming 3 to 4 bananas. Okay, Akshara is avoiding banana because she will try from tomorrow onwards. But no worry, other options are also there. But at least Akshara try to consume banana also, right?
Okay, sir. I'll try from tomorrow.
Janvi, how many apricot or avocados you are consuming?
Sir, I
So-
actually did not taste apricot.
Okay,
I
guava
tasted
and
kiwi.
okay. So Srinidhi, any good experience about guava?
Yes, sir, I eat guava every day.
Okay, great, Bacha, great. Now, are you ready for this next question? The question is from Saurabh sir and from Playlinks that what are the sources of protein-based vegetables now? In which sort of vegetables, in which examples of vegetables the protein amount is there? Who will tell me? Fast, your time starts now. The sources of protein-based vegetables. Yes.
Sir, broccoli, spinach,
Yeah, broccoli, sabash.
potatoes, sweet
Yes.
potatoes, and Brussels sprouts,
Very good. Yeah.
spinach.
Yes,
Broccoli.
yes. Sabash. So, bache, broccoli, exactly, you can say like broccoli, 2.8 grams, mushrooms, 3.1 grams, good in minerals also. Potato, 2 grams, spinach, 2.9, cauliflower, avocado, pumpkin, onion, tomato, okra, like ladyfinger, corn, asparagus. These are all the options rich in protein side. And it's my humble request, Saurabh sir की humble request है बच्चे कि please use please prefer such type of vegetables in your food. Don't avoid such type of vegetables. at least the day after tomorrow, please try to consume mushroom. At least within a week, try to consume pumpkin in sabzis and all. Onion is one of the commonly used preference in India. So try to prefer onion on the sake of protein. It is a rich source of protein, child. Students are liking corns also. So please prefer corn in pizza also. Pizza may be corn hota hai, but directly try to consume the boiled corns, right? You can try the boiled corns, bache. Cauliflower is one of the good source of protein. Broccoli is one of the good source of protein. So these are all the sets of examples, right? So another important question, child, like from the last many minutes, we are discussing about the human body proteins. Now the question is different. Can we ask my students, from where do plants acquire proteins? If question is linked with the plants, can we share this question? Yeah. So Saurabh will share this question that from where do plants acquire proteins also? Who will tell me?
So by photosynthesis.
From photosynthesis, students are saying yes. Anybody can answer? Please try.
Sir, photosynthesis only, sir.
From photosynthesis, and
And sir, some plants prepare their own food, sir.
Okay, maximum plants, but majority of plants
Like
they are
tuberous
photosynthetic.
stem.
Yeah, Aditya, good try. Majority of plants, for example, majority of plants they are dependent on sunlight. Why? Because they are photosynthetic. But the question is, from where do plants acquire proteins? So answer is from the roots, because roots are specialized for absorption. So roots are the correct answer. With the help of roots, plants are able to absorb the different sources. For example, the plant's need for protein production are glucose and nitrate. These are the two sources are required for the production of proteins in plant. And these are the sources are absorbing by the help of roots. So suppose glucose, suppose nitrate, these are the two forms present in soil. And these are the two sources required for protein formation. For protein synthesis, glucose and nitrate are required, child. But the problem is glucose and nitrate both are present in soil. So here, with the help of soil, roots are able to absorb these forms, and then root transports such type of forms like glucose and nitrate to the plant body. Right, beta? So first of all, glucose and nitrate are always required for protein synthesis, but these type of forms are present in soil. So which structure absorb nitrate and glucose from soil? Answer is root, stem, leaves. Who will answer? Roots. So roots are the correct answer. And each and every plant is blessed with the root. So root is specialized to absorb such type of glucose and nitrate from soil and then transports in the direction of plants. Okay, beta? So it's a very quick video. Just watch this.
Plants are essential for everyone. To get quick and large yield, farmers grow seasonal crops such as paddy, wheat, sugarcane, corn, etc. Let's see, how does plants grow and what materials they require? Similar to humans, plants also require carbohydrate, protein, water, and minerals for growth and energy. Plants fulfill their need of carbohydrates by preparing food using sunlight.
You can check here, roots are there, and roots are linked with a part of soil for the absorption of these
to water from soil. This process is known as photosynthesis. For other nutrients such as protein and minerals, plants have to depend on soil. They absorb nutrients through root and with water. These nutrients reach to different
Now, can we say these nutrients are absorbing by the roots? Yes or no?
Are essential for growth and formation of seed, root, and fruits. These nutrients also help plant fight diseases.
So, child, what is the purpose to show this type of video? What is the conclusion of this video which you observe in the couple of minutes?
Sir, purpose of important for a plant.
Yes, because nutrients are important for the plant, and with the help of nutrient absorptions, plants are able to produce their own protein. Right, Aritya? Right, Yashita?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, child, between next question, how many structural stages of protein in your body? Let me check. This is one of the toughest question or challenging question of this topic. How many structural stages of protein? Any important guesses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many structural stages of protein Means like a protein. For example, you have your own shape of your body, right? I have my own shape of my body. In the same manner, protein also have their shape. So how many structural forms of proteins are available? Any guesses from my students? 1, 2. Hints are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Sir, proteins can be further denoted by their four.
Oh, absolutely correct answer, Bachi. Yes, 4 important structural stages. Very good, Aditya. 5 stars from Saurabh sir. Very good, Aditya. So primary structure, secondary structure, tertiary structure, and then the most important functional form is quaternary. So Aditya, absolutely correct answer from your side, beta. There are 4 important structural stages of protein. The first one, who will tell me the first structural form of protein is primary, secondary, or tertiary?
Primary structure.
Primary structure. Very good, Yashita. The secondary structure is forming after the primary structure modification. After the secondary, which structure is formed in your body?
Tertiary.
Tertiary. And after the tertiary, which structure forms?
Quaternary.
Quaternary. Okay. So, Janvi, Sriniti, Akshara, are you clear with this? How many structural forms of proteins in your body?
Yes, sir.
Ranjan. So, correct answer will be 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Is also correct, sir.
4. Very good. Very good. So, Bache, next question. A quick recap. Building block of protein is, who will tell me? I'm sure each and every answer. Amino acid. Janvi given the first answer. Very good, Janvi. So, building block of protein is amino acid.
Amino acids.
Okay. How many students are seeing and watching this amino acid in a 3D way? Everyone is visualizing?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
this amino acid is rotating in your screen, beta. This is the amino acid, and you know this amino acid have a very, very important structural unit. But it actually, this form is studied under the form of 11 and 12. It's in higher studies also. It's in higher class. But in the class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you can say amino acid is one of the main building block of protein. Very important in structure because it has carbon, hydrogen, and so many other structures also. Right, beta? So here I can say your amino acid have one carbon, your amino acid have hydrogen, bache. One carboxyl group is represented as COOH, one hydrogen, and one amino group also. So this is not the important question, but in a very high standard, like in class 9th and 10th, you will study this. Especially for class 9th and 10th student, amino acid structure is not the important form. But those who are in class 6, 7th, 8th, if you can try, please try this answer. You can write this in your notebook also, that in amino acid have one carbon, one hydrogen, one amino group represented as NH2, one carboxyl group represented as COH, and one side chain. So a typical amino acid is made up of carbon, hydrogen, carboxyl, amino group, and side chain. Okay, child. So who will tell me the correct answer of this structure? It is the 3-dimensional 3D structure of DNA, RNA, or amino acid. Who will tell me?
Sir, DNA.
Wrong answer. This is not DNA.
Amino acid.
Amino acid is there. Okay. How many students are saying it's amino acid? Raise your hand in your screen in next 2 seconds. Okay. Everyone is saying, Yashita is saying it's
So
amino
what
acid.
were the 3 options which you gave? So DNA, amino acid, and
DNA, RNA, amino acid. So
it is RNA.
it is RNA. So Ranjan, Aditya, Yashita, all other students raised hand and they are saying these are the amino acids. First of all, child, this is one of the structure which says, मैं आपको यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ. This is one of the structure which says amino acid to protein formation, like primary structure to quaternary or tertiary. So the result of this structure, the correct answer of this structure is the primary structure conversion to quaternary or tertiary. So what is the correct answer of this structure? What is the correct answer of this animation? It's like the folding, it's like the conversion of primary into tertiary. Yes or no? Okay, child? Yes. So, okay. Now, before to end this session, before to conclude this session, there is a one important part which we have to discuss, because this is my responsibility as a bio teacher to discuss with my students of this session. And the question is about what will be the daily requirement of protein in a healthy person, especially in children, especially in boys, especially in girls, especially in like aged persons and all. So is there any rough idea from your side? who will tell me the daily requirement of a protein in grams for a healthy person? How much amount of protein we should intake?
Growth.
No, the question is what will be the daily requirement of a protein for a healthy person? Is there any important answer in grams? Is there any estimation? Is there any calculations that what will be the daily requirement of a protein in a healthy person? You know, the answer is here, bache. You can write in your notebook. The first important answer which I want to share with my students in this session, that children's ages up to 1 to 3 should consume 13 grams of protein per day. So how much grams of protein is required in a children's up to the age of 1 to 3? Correct answer?
13 grams.
13 grams. But in one banana, in a single banana, how much amount of protein is there? Who will tell me?
1.1 gram.
1.1 gram. So at least how many bananas are required for such type of students, such type of kids? At least you can relate such type of grams with that banana, but we cannot directly provide that banana to an age of 1 to 3. So that's why we have different forms of food, like Cerelac forms, the pulses forms, the juice and all. So because the problem is in the age group of 1 to 3, we cannot directly provide the banana, because in the single banana 1.1 gram protein is there, but we have alternative sources out there. You heard about the Cerelac. How many students heard about the Cerelac?
Sir.
I've heard about
Yeah. If you have a small sister and brother, so your mother is specialized to provide that Cerelac supplement. In that supplement,
Yes,
such amounts of proteins are there. But the next question, bache, if a particular children age is about 4 to 8 years, so how much amount of protein is required per day?
19.
19 grams.
19 grams.
For example, in this session, my students belongs to the age group of 9 to 13. So suppose in Srinidhi body, in Akshara body, in Yashita body, how much amount of protein is required per day?
34.
34. So Yashita, may I expect that you will provide 34 grams of protein from tomorrow onwards? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You will provide, Akshara, you will provide 34 grams of protein from tomorrow? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, I will try.
You will try. Okay, Janvi, how much amount of protein you will provide from tomorrow to your body? 34 grams. 34 grams, because your age group is 9 to 13. Okay, girls, bache, especially girls of this session, please note that the age group from 14 to 18 should provide the 46 grams of protein per day. Boys, especially the age groups from 14 to 18, provide more proteins, like 52, right? 52 grams per day. But in the women age from the 19 onwards to 70 plus, 46 grams. So these are the calculations suggested by the dietitians and the medical experts. Such type of amount is required in our body for our natural metabolism, for natural functions and all. For a good function, a good amount of protein is there. For a good muscle, good amount of protein is required. Yes or no, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So students, the last question of this session: why bodybuilders are recommended to eat more proteins?
Sir, to make their muscles more stronger.
To make a muscle
Yes.
strong.
Yes. Now I'm very happy that each and every participant of this session is trying best. Now each and every student is giving the best answer, because this is like the conclusion of this session. Why bodybuilders are recommended to eat more proteins? Why? Because they are more concerned about the muscles. A bodybuilder is going to gym, why? To make their own shape of the muscles, right? So biceps and triceps, six packs, or you can say more than six packs, are only possible when an adequate amount of protein is entered inside the body. Yes or no, child?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And sir,
So,
yes, sir,
yeah.
and the people who just want to make their body more like muscles and all, biceps and triceps, like
Yeah.
you showed in our first photo, that they also eat meats and chickens and all. They also consume whey protein, which
Yes.
uses the box of the protein for the more muscles they can grow.
Yes. So very good, bache. So I'm sure, bache, now each and every student is now able to understand this part, because this is one of the main motive of this session, that bodybuilders are weightlifters. We can say both bodies, bodybuilders, even for the weightlifters, they are demanding with rich protein. Why? Because muscles are demanding with protein. if they will not consume such type of adequate amount of protein, their muscles are unable to work because they are consuming more calories due to exercise. So lifters have high protein needs because they are looking to add mass, and that mass is not possible, that weight is not possible if protein concentration is low. Right, beta? So I'm sure all these points are important for your daily life, and my students are feeling very comfortable with the topic of protein. How many students they are now comfortable with protein and amino acid after this session?
So I'm very comfortable.
So okay, so are you all ready for the next upcoming sessions of Brainlinks Biology? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
And sir,
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, sir, not gonna lie. Tomorrow my biology paper is also there, exam, annual exam, and this chapter was only coming in a paper.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So I think this session will be beneficial for your test, preparation also, right?
Yes, sir.
So all the best students, all the best Akshara for your tomorrow's exam, and all the best Srinidhi, Janvi, Aditya, Yashita, Akshara, Ranjan, and all my other dear students, right?
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes, Kiran. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Saurabh sir. Thank you for such a wonderful session. Actually, we also learned actually how much protein is there in each and every fruit and all these things.
Yeah.
We missed this kind of information in our childhood. Anyway, and so how can we track these students? How much they are consuming, how much protein they are having every day?
And now these students are Kiran. These students now promising they will provide at least 34 grams of proteins from tomorrow onwards. Okay.
Yeah, that's great, sir. Fine. Hi, students. Hi, everybody. I'm going to share quiz to all of you. Please kindly submit your answers. Later, we can provide the certificates. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Should I end this session, Lohit? Kiran?
Yeah, Jahnavi, I don't have your mail ID and all. Please share your mail ID.
My mail ID?
Jahnavi.
I'm writing in the chat box session. My email ID is Saurabh Shukla 6390 at gmail.com.
Not yours,
thank
sir.
you,
Not
sir.
yours. Janvi's.
No, I'm requesting Jahnavi to share her mail ID.
Okay, Janvi, please share your email ID to team. So
Yes.
should I end this session?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, please end the session, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. All the best, everyone. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Have a
Bye.
great day.
Bye.